news, insights and advice from industry experts, keeping you connected in the legal community. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome along to episode 10 of In Discussion with Denovo. For anyone tuning in for the first time, I'm Grant Yule. I'm the head of marketing here at Denovo. I'm here with my colleague Stephen Hill, as always, operations director at Denovo, and our guest today, Brian Kenneally, founder and CEO of Bundledocs. Thanks for joining us, Brian.
Thank you, and you're welcome.
Great to have you. So I'm just going to quickly run through the agenda for today's session. So we're just going to have a quick overview of what we're going to be chatting about and our integration with Bundledocs. We'll go into a short discussion with Brian. We've got some probing questions for him, and then I'll pass over to Stephen, who will give a live demo of Caseload's integration with Bundledocs. As always, we'll have a Q&A, so feel free to send in your questions as we go, and when we get to the Q&A section, we will answer them as best we can. We are recording today's session, so you will be able to watch it again. I'll have a chat about that later as well, and then how you can get in touch with us to find out more about Bundledocs. So just before we jump into the discussion and the demo, I'll just give you a bit of background about Brian and Bundledocs. Brian himself, he's got over 25 years experience working within the legal tech world, based in Republic of Ireland. You probably heard that from the accent a second ago. Bundledocs is now a leader in the document bundling space and is actually sold globally. So Brian and his team are very focused on technical excellence, customer care, and really dedicated to helping their customers gain the most out of their software. And Bundledocs, it allows law firms to speed up the case file bundling process by effortlessly preparing quality, secure, professional briefs, document bundles, reports, ebooks, or electronic binders. And it will organize your documents into neat, numbered section booklets in a matter of minutes, ready for you to save them, share them, or gulp, print them. It's a process that usually, as you guys know, usually takes a large amount of time and effort, and is really made simple with Bundledocs. And last month, we launched integration with them. It now works seamlessly with our case management platform, Caseload, giving you, our users, the opportunity to speed up the process even further. So now you, the solicitor, or your support staff can prepare your case files in Caseload and transfer them to Bundledocs to create quality e-bundles, and we'll show a bit more on that later. So Brian, like I said, glad to have you.
Thanks, Grant. Yeah, it's good to be here.
Yes, good. Good.
Yeah.
So I've just got a couple of questions for you just to kick things off.
Okay.
So has the impact of everything that's been going on over the past 14, 15 months shifted how law firms operate? And if so, how has Bundledocs assisted firms with that transition?
Well, yes is the obvious answer. There has been a dramatic change over the last 15 months over here and right across the UK. I suppose remote working basically happened overnight. Courts suddenly looked for electronic bundles, which nobody had expected. I suppose we were lucky because we were at that time producing a cloud-based paperless solution anyway. So for us, it was a natural progression. So functionalities such as things like OCRing, which makes the bundle fully text searchable, and the ability to share large bundles are and became increasingly important for our users. So the real dramatic effect for us is that across the UK, we'd have maybe over 1,000 legal firms now actually use Bundledocs to produce their electronic bundles daily.
Wow. Fantastic. And so there's obviously been, that transition has happened relatively quickly. I know you guys were popular beforehand, but I know from speaking to you previously that things really accelerated during the pandemic, and now that's continuing beyond. So how easy is it for law firms to change from creating bundles with paper, which we know a lot of them are still doing, to using Bundledocs, an e-bundling platform?
I just quick answer. It's simple. It's actually easier than you think. Like we are a true cloud-based solution, so there's no trial, and so there's no setup or installation needed compared to traditional software products. So there's nothing involved really to get you started. You simply set up an admin account internally, and the administrator then invites other users to get started. So for many of our clients, we then pre-set up their templates, and then it makes creating first and subsequent bundles really, really easily. And then in part of the training process, we break down the entire process into 5 basic steps. So it's really that easy. And most people actually don't even need training, but it's optional.
Right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And so what are some of the key benefits then? So that change is relatively simple by the sounds of it. I think for definitely some of the lawyers that I've spoken to, that moving away from the paper-based office, I mean, this is an ongoing conversation that we have. It's definitely, some of them find it more challenging than others. So what would you say are some of the key benefits of making that change?
Well, obviously, as you said, Grant, reduction of paper waste is huge. So firms are looking to reduce costs and becoming more sustainable. It's an obvious one. Other obvious ones, time. I mean, time saving. So the time taken to prepare and update bundles is significantly reduced. So like we've been told by some of our clients who are producing really, really large bundles that could potentially have taken days are done in a matter of hours. So that makes a huge difference. Efficiency is another obvious one. So, I mean, it isn't only about saving time and money for the firm, but also improving internal processes. So some have been able to take, you can take on more work as a result. Cloud first solution like yourselves in Denovo. So we have all the benefits of the cloud. So therefore, remote access is an obvious one for anyone from any location. Collaborative working with colleagues, as well as the ability to produce and securely share really large bundles, which is a key for many of our clients. So they're the obvious ones. So I'd say time, efficiency, paper waste, and cloud first.
And just another quick one on that. So in terms of the size of firms that are using Bundledocs at the moment, is it right across the board in terms of, from your sort of sole practitioner to your high street to your larger firms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have, as I said, we'd have over 1,000 firms. We have a lot of the top 100 firms in the UK, a lot of the global firms based out of London, big guys in Scotland, the main guys in Glasgow and Edinburgh. So yeah, it's a complete range. But what we found with firms that use it, whether you're global or whether you're just a high street firm, you tend to use the product in the exact same way. You produce the same stuff. It makes no difference.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And so how important are integrations like the one that we've just launched between Denovo, our caseload system, and Bundledocs?
Well, for us, Bundledocs is an API-based product, so producing direct integrations with our clients' case management systems is really important and something we've always focused on. So it's important to think that of the user and how they produce their documentation. So in most cases, these documents are stored in their CMSs, their case management systems. So producing a well thought out integration means that it can make the process really easy for clients. So I mean, the reality is you just save lots of steps. So why do something in 3 steps when you could do it in 1? And that's really the key to integration. It just saves time. So it is all about saving time and reducing the steps needed to get the job done. And that's what Bundledocs does. It's about saving time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we feel exactly the same.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's obviously been perhaps a slow adoption to e-bundling over say in the last 5 years or so? Now we know that obviously the pandemic has accelerated things, but do you think there's any reason why it's been quite slow, that firms have been slow to adopt this sort of technology?
I think legal firms traditionally have been slow to adopt modern technologies. COVID did speed things up. I think one of the things that pre-COVID that people liked was obviously the time, the efficiency. A lot of firms were getting into the habit of going from paper to Paperlite to paperless, and Bundledocs and cloud-based products helped that system. COVID just meant that it accelerated it. So all it did, it speeded up a process of something they had to do anyway. I think they were going to do anyway.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we found definitely when we were sort of researching platforms to integrate with, and obviously you were top of the list, but I think one of the real reasons that we've definitely heard as well was that there was a lot of products out there that didn't really work in reality.
Yeah.
Cumbersome,
usually
non-compliant, and didn't really mirror the way that paper court bundles, for example, are created. And you know, we've always found in our experience, at least, that lawyers and courts are very willing to adopt technology, especially nowadays, as long as it just meets their needs and does it really simply and really well. There's this sort of, everybody sort of got about, the industry being laggards, and okay, you can say that, they've been slow adopters to certain things, but I think the willingness is always there, as long as it just works.
Yeah, I suppose one of the traditional problems with something like electronic bundle is the size of bundles being produced, and traditional applications just couldn't handle the size of it. Whereas a cloud-based application, because it's cloud-based, it's not restricted by server size or document size or whatever. And that has made a big difference. So if you're producing a bundle that's a gigabyte or 500 megabyte, traditionally on a PC, it was just not possible. It would try, it would fail, whatever. Whereas in the cloud, it makes no difference. It's just bigger. That's the only difference.
Yeah,
that has helped. So in that way, cloud technology has made a huge difference.
Perfect. Okay, well, thanks for that, Brian. Well, what we're going to do is just before Stephen shows you just how simple the integration is, I just wanted to share this image with everyone watching. We actually used this when advertising integration recently, and it may seem like a bit of a drastic comparison between the sort of old style law firm offices and the potential mecca of a paperless office. However, I think that many of you who are here just now and listening and going to watch it back would agree that something like, say, you see the guy smoking in the office, right? the point in this is that smoking in the office has just become like unimaginable, right? And the sort of chaos that can be created through paper files sort of littered all over the place can still be found in practices out there. I'm sure people listening are, maybe in that environment in a lot of cases. But in time, I think the goal for both of us, ourselves, Denovo and Bundledocs, is to make paper files seem a bit like smoking in the office, just kind of madness, that it shouldn't really be happening. And all we're really trying to do, I suppose, together is just create tools that are really easy to use and that can eliminate the necessity for it. So yeah, it's just quite a.
I'd just like to know how the guy is smoking 4 cigarettes.
Yeah, that's how stressed out he's been. That's the thing. It's a stressful job. Right, listen, I'm going to now pass over to Stephen, who will show us exactly how the integration works. Over to you, Stephen.
Thanks, Grant. So I'm going to show 2 different areas during the demonstration. So the caseload system, which is where all the documents live in the first place. So where everything you're saving to, your emails, your correspondence, your witness statements, whatever. And then we'll look at how that transfers over to the Bundledocs cloud-based system. So if we get into caseload, I'm just going to open up a matter that hasn't had a bundle created against it thus far. So if we get into this matter here, and we look at the events, you can see we've got some correspondence. So let's get that correspondence over to Bundledocs, and I'm going to show you how quickly that can happen. Clicking on the Bundledocs icon, you'll see it will present me with the ability to upload and share these documents. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to create a bundle. A bundle doesn't exist yet in Bundledocs for this particular matter. So I'm going to create a bundle and just give it a name. So we'll just call it new just for quickness. So you see we've now got our bundle. We're now going to want to create sections. So you can do it several ways. You can create the sections obviously in here, or you can just create one section, upload everything to it. It really depends what you're looking to do with the bundle. I'll just create a couple of sections here. Just create one more. We've now got 2 sections. We'll look at it in a larger scale one in a wee minute, but let's say we've just created this bundle. We've got the 2 sections here, and we're just going to select the documents that we want to save. You'll see when I do select the documents, the preview panel on the right will show me what that document entails. So we're able to see what we're actually being adding here. So I'm just going to select a few documents here, and I'm going to upload them to the correspondence section. So you see that's that done now. We can close that down. And I'm then going to choose the second one for the reports, and I'll just choose a few different ones and upload. So as you can see, a very simple way of getting documents from the case management system over to Bundledocs. And I'll just show you another couple of examples. So what I've done previously on this particular matter is you can see I've now went into this one here. We've already got an existing bundle and we've already got 5 sections. So what I've done already is if we look at the summary, for instance, if we wanted to search for everything that was the statements, you can see we can select and filter by those and then attach them all automatically and send them, upload them to the attendance statement one, for example. So you can easily find and search the information from within caseload and then attach it to each section that you want to send it over to. You can also just do a full, what some firms are finding useful is they don't necessarily want to use it as a court bundle solution. So what they may want to do, and we'll do this final thing in caseload, then we'll jump over and look at what we've just done in the Bundledocs website. So if you go into this one here and click on the integration button, if you just wanted to create a bundle and upload all of the documents to one PDF, for example, which some firms are finding useful, you would just do that, click upload, you would select a section, click upload, and you can see it, it'll upload the full file. I've done it on a slightly smaller one just to show you the scale, but it does upload the documents really quickly to Bundledocs Cloud. And as Brian says, there's no restriction on the size or number of documents that you want to upload. A couple of thousand might just take another couple of minutes, but it's a very slick process. So if we now go and look at the Bundledocs, let's see what's happened. And a lot of the magic, if you like, happens in the Bundledocs web-based system. So if we sign back in there, you can see what we've just been working on is now already uploaded to the cloud. So I'm going to look at this first one here, which was the divorce proceedings. That's the one that had the 5 sections on it. So you can see it's got it uploaded, all of our pleadings, all of our attendance statements, correspondence. Now, the raft of things you can do at this stage on the bundle in terms of moving documents to different areas, annotations, redactions, there's a whole host of things you can do, which Brian had also mentioned that you may want to get further training on, but as a just simple bringing the documents from caseload up to Bundledocs and choosing the option to generate bundle, you can see the indexing options, the titled options. There's a whole raft of things you can do to make, and it's OCR compatible as well. So that's just going to generate a bundle for us, and you'll see it's processing. It'll give us a status update along the top as to what's actually happening. This one does have a reasonable amount of documents in it. As you've seen on screen, we've got the 5 sections. We've uploaded everything from caseload. We're now generating the bundle. So once we get to stage 6 of 6 complete, it will preview on screen the fully completed PDF bundle for us. And there it comes. So you can have your own title page in here. This has just got the matter description in. So if we scroll down, you can see the full index, page highlighting, so we can click to those pages on screen, and everything's sectioned as we'd send it over from caseload. And you can see all that on screen. As Brian says, you can search from within the document as well. And at that point, you can also obviously share that bundle. So just to show you an example, clicking on one of the pages takes you straight down to that page within the bundle. And you can see it's all fully numbered as well throughout. On the final point, I'll just show you the option for downloading the bundle. So we had the preview on screen. You see you can download the bundle. You can download it, preview it and save it as a PDF. You can save it as an email as well. So if you have to click email, you can see you can just quickly email from here. You can also have collaborators as well. So if you want to send it to a third party and they were going to collaborate on the bundle, you can do that from within here as well. So there's lots of customization and options you can do with the bundle beyond just sending the documents from caseload over to Bundledocs. And you can see the one that we just uploaded all the documents to. You'll see it's just uploaded it to the one section. We can move them around. You can see we can reorder and update. We can edit the name of the documents as well. So you can add that in there. And that updates everything for you. So as I said, lots of customizable options in here as well for updating the documents once you've got them out of caseload and into the application. What I should also say as well is within here, you can also add documents from other areas. So if you wanted to add documents to this already, bundle, sorry. So if you've already got some other things in there as well, you can see you can add new sections and you can add further documents in there as well.
Excellent. Thanks very much for that, Stephen. Well, hopefully that gives a short overview of how simple the integration actually is. We're now just going to move into, we've actually had a couple of questions in just as you've been doing the integration there, Stephen. So I'll just put these questions to you, Brian, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So first one that's come in, do you offer a free trial? And if you do, how long does it last?
Yes, we do, and we encourage it. It's 30 days, and we can set that up for anybody that's interested. With the trial, like we'll help to get you set up with templates for whatever practice groups is on trial, whether that's the dispute team, family team, employment team, or whoever, and we'll unlock the full feature set so you can really test it out. So we definitely would encourage you to trial it. And the software that you're trialing is the same software as you'd use if in real life. So yeah.
Okay, great. And there's just a follow on from that. Is there an added cost for the integration?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, actually, yeah, integration is free. It's all part of it. There's nothing hidden. So integration with Denovo is included.
Perfect. Excellent. Right. Just the next one that we've got here. Can I upload videos and image files as well as PDF and Word files?
Yes, you can, of course. We support just about every single file type known, including videos and image files. Now, it obviously works really well in things like family law cases, and you can create what's known as a zipped bundle, which allows you to share documents in their original format as well as PDFs. So it really works well for video files, Excel files, whatever you want. It'll take any type, yeah.
Okay. Excellent. I think that's all that we've got in terms of questions for now. Obviously, if anyone else has any questions at all, you can contact us directly. and we can answer anything. If there's anything that we can't answer, I'm sure that Brian and his team will be able to. But yeah, that's absolutely perfect. Thank you for that, Brian.
No problem. Happy to help. Yeah.
So I mentioned at the beginning, folks, that the episode has been recorded. It will be available to watch again on our website within the next 24 hours. So the link is there, but I will, as we always do, following on from these webinars, I will send it out to you directly, so that you've got that in a link, and I will send that tomorrow morning to you. We're obviously here to help you. So any questions at all beyond what you've seen today, I mean, we can go a bit deeper into a demonstration if anybody would like to see it. So please feel free to get in touch with Stephen, any of the team. We're available for a chat any time. Drop us a message following on from this session with any questions at all, and we can have a more in-depth conversation about introducing Bundledocs into your practice. And that's it for this session, folks. That's episode 10 ended. I'd just like to thank you, Brian, for taking the time to come along and have the conversation with us. And also just thank you for partnering with us. I think this is going to be great going forward, and hopefully we can assist a lot of firms as we move forward and working together.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. And thanks for having me, Grant. Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks a lot. Yep. And finally, to everyone, just like to say, even though it is sounding like things are hopefully starting to get back to normal, please, everyone, stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. If it's sunny where you are, try and see a bit of it. And we'll see you next time for more In Discussion with Denovo. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.